Loading game session.
Hey everyone, it's Exodius here, and yes, my voice finally returned, so it's back to the talky stuff on my videos, which is pretty good. And something else that is pretty good at the minute is my new internet provider. I finally made the switch to fibre optic broadband, so I'm just loving the speeds that I'm getting. I think it's 58 megabyte download speed, which is pretty good, and around 18 megabyte upload speed, which for me is absolutely amazing. I mean, I know it's not super fast, but compared to my previous speeds, it's much faster, trust me. But anyhow, I don't think you guys want to hear about my internet provider, so let's just get on with this wanted match, which is actually the first match that I played on the PC for AC3, and I didn't actually plan on playing AC3 on the PC until Christmas Day, because it is actually a present from my brother. And before anybody starts asking, no, I did not sneak under that Christmas tree and open the gift early. Even though it was really tempting, because I have actually missed playing on PC so much. I've got some great buddies on the PC side, but after looking at my friends list and seeing how well they're doing, they're all like streaking ahead in the prestige levels, so I've got so much catching up to do, it's unbelievable. But anyhow, the whole playing it on the PC early, it's a little bit of a panic thing for me, because a few weeks ago I went to a website called Can You Run It, and basically what this website does, you select a game from the drop down list, and then the website will do a quick, I don't know, maybe 10-second scan of your PC, and then it'll load up a page and it'll tell you that you can either run the game or you can't run the game and how well you can run it. And it also tells you if there's components or anything that needs upgrading, so that you can get a better gaming experience. And like I say, when I did this a few weeks ago, it said that my PC would be able to run it without any issues whatsoever, and it was actually at the top end of the fast bar, or past the fast little icon thingy. So I was like, oh cool, so I can definitely put AC3 for the PC down on my Christmas wish list. So I did that, and my brother, he went and bought me it. Now I checked again on the same website, I think it was 3 or 4 days ago now, and I was absolutely mortified, because when the results came in, it said my PC didn't even meet the minimum requirements. It just loaded a big red bar saying fail, and I was gutted. I was like, okay, what am I going to do? Because in the UK, trying to get a refund on a game that has been bought, even though it's been unopened and it's still in its original packaging, it is just a nightmare. So, and I was panicking, because obviously my brother had gone out and bought me it as a gift, so I'm like, okay, what the hell am I going to do? So anyway, I told him, I says, look, there might be a little bit of a problem, because apparently I can't run the game. So he turned around and he says, well, open your gift and load the game up and see how well it works. And luckily the game does run really well. I have had no issues. Well, I have the usual teething issues, but it's not hardware related. The main problems that I had was my NAT settings were on red, and silly me, I should have really opened the port straight away, but I didn't. I just wanted to get a test game in, so I just went into a deathmatch session, and it was the weirdest session ever. Because the lobby started out, there was 3 people in the lobby waiting, and then I joined in, so obviously it hits 4, so then the game starts. So as soon as I loaded into the lobby where you pick your personas, everybody else left apart from one other person, so there was me and this one other guy, and yet the deathmatch session, it started. And I was like, oh okay, well this will be interesting, because there's only me and one other guy. How are we going to get a target, and how are we going to get a pursuer? And I just figured, well, maybe the system won't assign us anybody until somebody else drops in to make, so that you can each get a pursuer and a target. But anyhow, nobody dropped into this lobby for the entire 10 minutes, which I couldn't get my head around it, because the game shouldn't have started with just 2 players. But that wasn't the worst part. The worst part was, here we are playing this game, no target, no pursuer, and yet the other guy, he was scoring. I don't know what he was doing, but I think he did like 5, no, maybe he died 5 times, and I think he got like 3 kills in, and he actually won the session with I think 950 points. And I was just like, you know, in a cartoon where something crazy will happen and above the character's head there'll be a question mark appearing? That's exactly how I felt. I felt like there was just a giant question mark and a what the fuck sign above my head. Because it was just, I just couldn't understand it. And I followed him around, and I was taunting him. Basically I was prattling around in the game because it just wasn't working. And at one point I think I either saw him get stunned or I saw him get killed, and I saw him definitely kill somebody, but it seemed as though he was just killing fresh air. It wasn't even an NPC, there was just no one there. I mean, I did record it, and I'm going to probably, what I've done is I'm going to edit it down and add a few little clips at the end of this session that you're watching now, because it was just so strange. Like I say, he won, and I have no idea how he did it. So yeah, that was a little white lie when I say this was my first match, because it was. In reality, it was my second match, but because of the amazing deathmatch fail, the previous attempt, I didn't score any points. But I did still get some Abstergo score increase for the leaderboard, which is just absolutely failed anyway. So yeah, that was been. Oh, and then there was the controller issue. I have a PS2 type controller for my other games, and when I tried to configure it so that I could get the commands the same as like on the console for 360, it just wouldn't work, you know. So I had to go and buy a wired 360 controller for the PC, and I must say I absolutely love it. It's the exact same layout as the 360. So the reason you're seeing the X buttons and whatever is because I'm using a 360 controller. So clearly the game was just a port 360 for the PC with a little bit of buffing. So yeah, that's been the only real problems. I mean, then after that deathmatch session, like I say, I got into this little gem here, and it was my first wanted session, real session of playing, and I scored pretty well, and I get some extreme variety. And I know it's not really that much of an achievement, because obviously I've had a head start by playing on the Xbox 360 and the PS3, but who cares? I still did good for a level 1. So yeah, that's pretty much what's happened to me in the last few days as far as AC3 goes. I haven't encountered any bugs or glitches as much on the PC as I have on the consoles. Limited mode. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Apart from that, EXO is getting all ready for Christmas. I have bought my last few Christmas presents. It's just a case of wrapping them up and delivering them to friends and whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As she comes charging through there. So I guess that will be all for now. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to upload anything else before Christmas. Maybe my next video will be between like Christmas and New Year, because I'm sure it's the same for everybody. Christmas and New Year is a hectic time for anybody. Lots of busy stuff going on. So I shall leave you to watch the last minute of this session, and I just want to say a very, very Merry Christmas to everybody, just in case I don't actually manage to upload anything before Christmas. And as always, a big hello and welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. I give you a big thumbs up for that. So I shall talk to you all very soon. Hopefully play a few sessions now that I'm on all 3 platforms. So come on guys, get adding me. My ID is Exodius29, as in 29, for PS3, 360, and also on the Uplay. So I shall see you all very soon, and once again, have an excellent Christmas, and I shall see you all soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.
30 seconds remaining.